Okay, so now as a recap for all of this stuff, now we've discussed a lot of things. One, we just set up your charts for your volumes. Next thing, I wanted to give you an idea of, you have to track your economic news releases that are coming out. Sometimes there are news releases that are so suddenly that happen in the market. You'll see the president sending out a tweet or something happening with certain countries like Russia or Turkey that things don't line up really well. With the markets, and then the market gets panicked, they get scared, and they start dumping the money or adding money based on that, right? So sudden news can also affect, but for the most part, the world relies on economic news, and then it stabilizes from them. But if there is a panic in the market, I will show you how to read that as well. And how to benefit from it. That's where the most important piece comes out, right? Is how to benefit from it. So as a quick recap, don't forget, everything happens from the larger player. Anything that you're trying to do as a trader cannot be done because we wish it is done. It needs to be done because the larger player needs it to be done. Okay, so we're going to have to drop the ego immediately and jump onto the big boy wagon and be like, okay, if they're interested in selling, then I am interested in selling. Although my pattern says a buy, I'm sorry, I cannot do the buy because it won't work. If my pattern is saying a sell, but my larger player is not saying anything, I don't care how perfect that pattern is, there is a really high chance that pattern will fail. Okay? So knowing these things and cementing it in the back of your mind that, okay, I've been studying everything from the Mastering Price Action course toward the 4th course bundle or whatever courses that you might be involved in. Now you're coming to a point is it will only work if I have this key knowledge of when and if it's allowed. Okay? All right. So for your homework, okay? Again, I'm sorry I have to do these things, but it is very important. And in fact, you're going to enjoy it. So there's 7 days before your next course is released, exactly at the same time that this one was released. But during these 7 days, I want you to mark down your economic events that are coming up, okay, for the next 7 days that's coming up. So you'll probably have at least 5 business days in there, right? I want you to write down all the economic events that are coming up, and I want you to monitor what your volume is doing as the market opens. So please keep track of your market hours. So if you don't know what your market hours are, towards the bottom of the page on forexfactory.com, they will show you. You can download our app. You'll have the link below. They have market hours as well. You can download any app from the Apple Store or Google Play Store on your cell phone to give you market hours. You can just even Google it. Okay, it will tell you in your local time what time will London open. 1 hour before London is Frankfurt. Keep track of that also because the market starts getting active around that time. So Frankfurt open, then London open, which is an hour later, and then later into the day you have US open, and then later into the day you have Asian open. Okay, so in these phases, also keep track of when do they close. When do they close? This is an important piece to also keep track of. When do they open? When do they close? In the process of seeing these things, I want you to, if you have the time, I want you to monitor how the volume is being developed around the opening of the market, around the closing of the market, and also when a news release is happening around those times, what happens to your volume? Okay, so before I can even dive into giving you lessons and everything about volume, I don't want to do it on a static chart where you're going to be like, oh yeah, but I see the same thing, but it's not the same when it's not live, right? I don't want you to have any of that illusions whatsoever. Okay? So I want you to monitor it and I want you to see how it feels first. Get an idea of when that candle closes, how does my volume close? Does it ever move again afterwards? Is it fixed? And once it's fixed, what does it mean? And I want you to think what you think it might mean. What does it mean to you? And then as the lessons go in week after week, you're going to be like, yeah, I was close. Or, wow, man, I was completely off. Or, man, okay, I was midway. Okay, good job. I was midway. So whichever way you're looking at it is really take it slow, take it step by step. The reason why I say take it slow and take it step by step, and it's 5 weeks long, this whole course, is because if you can master this volume entire course to perfection, because there is no, this may be the answer. No, it's exactly how it's supposed to be. So if you can master this into the next 5 weeks, then it only thing that's pending for you is how you're going to master your Mastering Price Action course along with the 4-course bundle, and then together with your money management to see how well you trade. But to know should you trade or not in certain pairs, this is the key. This is the key. Again, like I said, this is one of my secret weapons for the longest time, and I wanted to bring it out to you guys when the time is right and when everything is done to perfection. So I'm really excited to see how you guys do. Until next week in 7 days, I'll see you again. We'll take it from there. Cheers.